The monster, Naoya Inoue, the man who destroys everyone in his path with ruthless precision, the pound-for-pound king who makes world champions look like amateurs. But on May 4, 2025, at the T-Mobile Arena, something happened that shook the boxing world to its core. His opponent, Ramon Dinamita Cardenas, a 27-2 fighter from San Antonio by way of Mexico. Most gave him zero chance, but what happened next almost ended Inoue's perfect legacy in the most shocking way possible.
What the percentage is? Go, go, go! Let's go. Fuck yeah. 4-5, let's go!
Naoya Inoue is so terrifying. This isn't just a good fighter, this is a generational destroyer, 4-division world champion, multiple titles across different weight classes, and when he steps in the ring, it's not a question of if he'll hurt you, it's when. His last victim, Kim Yi-jun, a guy who tried taunting the monster and paid the ultimate price, getting sent to the Shadow Realm in brutal fashion. Kim made the mistake of saying, "You're not hurting me," while getting absolutely demolished. That's what happens when you challenge Inoue.
Inoue is, you have to pick your poison, and right here, Ye-jun Kim says, you know what? And I like how Kim, he punched while Inoue was punching. That's what I like. That's what you got to do. Oh my God. But I like that too. Inoue. And then he starts to pour it on. You can hear the thudding shots from Naoya Inoue. And down goes Ye-jun Kim. Be careful what you ask for.
The Japanese superstar came to America with one goal: deliver another spectacular knockout for the fans. He was defending the WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, and Ring Magazine's super bantamweight titles. At -6,500 odds, the bookmakers thought this was a formality. They were about to be proven wrong. Now let's talk about Ramon Cardenas. Dinamita. The name means dynamite, and for good reason. This wasn't some pushover brought in to pad Inoue's resume. With a record of 27 wins, 2 losses, and 14 devastating knockouts, Cardenas possessed something dangerous. A left hook that could change everything in a split second.
Cleaner shots are coming from Cardenas. Cardenas.
In Mexico, they called him Dinamita. In the ring, he was an enraged bull, aggressive, powerful, with genuine killer instinct. His trainer, Joel Diaz, a veteran of the sport, knew they had a secret weapon. Cardenas wasn't coming to survive 12 rounds and collect a paycheck. He came to shock the world and take those belts back to Mexico. But here's what made Cardenas truly dangerous: his boxing IQ. He knew how to punch between shots, his timing was exceptional, and most importantly, he had no fear. When Joel Diaz told him to attack Inoue's body, Cardenas responded, "Coach, he doesn't crack." That's the mentality of a true warrior. Most people thought his chances were like a snowball in hell, but make no mistake, this guy came to fight. Round 1, the American crowd settled in, expecting a smooth Inoue victory. But Cardenas had other plans. He came out measuring with his jab, finding his timing, and here's the crazy part, he was landing. His jab was finding its home, beating Inoue to the punch. Inoue, known for his blinding speed and devastating power, suddenly found himself in a real fight. Cardenas was standing right in front of him, with a high tight guard, not backing down an inch. This wasn't the script anyone expected. By the second round, Cardenas was gaining confidence, bringing pressure, making the monster pick up his feet. The commentators noticed it. This is how you gain confidence. And then the unthinkable happened. Second round, Inoue had Cardenas on the ropes, putting combinations together. But in his aggression, he dropped his right hand for just a moment. Cardenas saw the opening. He changed his angle slightly, and boom, a devastating left hook caught Inoue flush. The monster went down. The entire T-Mobile Arena fell dead silent. It was as if time had stopped. Nobody could believe what they just witnessed. Naoya Inoue, the destroyer of worlds, was on the canvas. For only the second time in his legendary career, the seemingly invincible champion had been dropped. This was the moment where Ramon Cardenas proved he belonged in that ring. The moment where Inoue's perfect night turned into a nightmare. At that instant, you could see it in the arena, people wondering if we were about to witness the greatest upset in modern boxing history.
With his offense a little bit wide, you see the foot here.
Right off that back foot. He was being defensive, slipping,
The odds swung wildly. Suddenly, this wasn't a foregone conclusion. Cardenas had landed the shot that changed everything. But here's where champions are made. After getting dropped, Inoue didn't panic. He didn't retreat into survival mode. Instead, he made adjustments. Small, intelligent adjustments that showed why he's elite.
Wait!
Round 3 and 4, Cardenas was still dangerous, still landing that devastating left hook. His high guard was giving Inoue problems. He was punching with confidence, believing he could actually win this fight. And he wasn't wrong to believe it. But by round 5, you could see the shift. Inoue started pulling away from that left hook. He began timing Cardenas' attacks. The accuracy started showing up. And when the monster smells blood, things get ugly fast.
Is showing up. And the desire to have fights like this. Big round for Inoue. Oh, he's turning it on. Cardenas is covering up, and the monster is showing what he's about. You'll be able to see the corners while we take this commercial break. It's a great fight.
Round 6 was the turning point. Inoue became furious, charging forward with bad intentions. Cardenas was breaking under the relentless assault. The body shots, the combinations, the sheer volume of punches, it was overwhelming. In that round alone, Inoue threw 90 punches, breaking Cardenas' spirit piece by piece. Round 7, Inoue repaid the knockdown. A crushing right hand sent Cardenas to the floor, with only the bell saving him from further punishment. The Mexican warrior showed incredible heart, but the writing was on the wall. Round 8. The monster closed the show. Body shot, right hand, and Cardenas was in serious trouble. The referee saw what everyone else saw. Cardenas was done. He'd given everything, fought with tremendous courage, but he was facing a force of nature. The stoppage came at 1:32 of the 8th round. Some argued it was early, but Cardenas' corner had already threatened to throw in the towel if things didn't turn around. The referee made the right call, saving a brave warrior from unnecessary damage.
Mira. Mira. Madre. Y el cojero, pues. Ahí está.
The result, Inoue retained all his titles by 8th round TKO. But this wasn't the easy night anyone expected. Cardenas earned massive respect from the boxing world. The media and fans who had underestimated him gave him his props. He came confident, fought brilliantly, and almost pulled off the impossible. For Inoue, this was a wake-up call. Yes, he won decisively once he found his rhythm, but getting dropped showed he's human. His aggressive style aiming for the knockout sometimes leaves him vulnerable. Against lesser opponents, it doesn't matter, but against someone with Cardenas' timing and power, it nearly cost him everything.
Of getting things done quickly. 8% knockout rate.
Here, Rodriguez started coming forward, and punches have come from Inoue, and
Inoue early on, 3 of his own. Toe-to-toe action, first round as well for this fight. And he's looking a good start from Rodriguez, and there's this heavy bombs have landed already.
and Inoue just wanted to fight on.
Good, even got it on the judges' cards. Hero in their country. Oh, from Inoue, this is a fearsome flurry, and he's down.
I came out looking to perform aggressively.
Oh, this is unbelievable from Inoue. Michael Alexander waves it off in the second for Rodriguez. He strikes again, Inoue.
If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that subscribe button for more boxing content.
The heavyweight fighting pride of England and all the UK heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua.
The left hook is so long, isn't it, from Ngannou, and heavy.
Why that right hand? He's in there coming again! It's John who walks right into it, and you can't do that against Anthony Joshua!
Anthony Joshua, nicknamed Quadzilla, is more than just a fighter. He's a nightmare in the ring. With a record of 29 wins and 4 losses, he's terrifying. But the real horror? 26 of those 29 wins came by knockout. That's pure destruction.
And the former world boxing champion Anthony Joshua has announced his next fight against the social media star turned boxer Jake Paul in a sanctioned heavyweight bout next month.
That's a bad idea.
Jake Paul's mad. He can fight, man.
Yeah, but what about Anthony Joshua? That's bad, bro.
I can't believe Jake Paul would be crazy enough to fight Anthony Joshua.
And it almost, there's a left hook. Down goes.
His recent fight against Jake Paul ended in a brutal knockout, leaving Jake's jaw shattered into pieces. That's why every fighter fears stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua. Many have warned, many have tried, and now some are crying like babies and retiring from the sport forever.
Okay, let's go.
I'm scared. I'm a mess. I got my sprained ankle.
In my life, I think my jaw is broken, by the way, so. Yeah. It's definitely broke.
Let's break down why Anthony Joshua is called one of the most dangerous men in boxing history. Look at these numbers. 29 victories in 33 professional fights, 26 knockout wins. That's an 89% knockout ratio. Former 2-time unified heavyweight champion, Olympic gold medalist.
All these are haters. Oh, pure haters. They're haters. That is what it is. I don't expect them to like me. I don't like them either.
When I arrive at undisputed, I'm going to arrive like a king.
They're just keeping that money train going.
It's not over for it. Best is still to come.
Anthony Joshua lied to us.
How could you criticize AJ now? He's on the best run of his career.
This is a completely different fight.
There isn't anyone I know that's more dedicated to the sport than him.
But statistics don't tell the whole story. It's what he does to his opponents that sends chills down the spine of anyone foolish enough to step in the ring with him. When Joshua lands, fighters don't just fall, they crumble. They don't just lose, they get erased. And most importantly, they remember that night for the rest of their lives.
What would I want to see Anthony Joshua doing today in the ring? Cool, is he flowing? Pow! Pow, 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 pow. Like, how's he looking? And I say, that's what I want to see today. Now go in there and achieve your greatness.
December 19th, 2025, Miami, Florida. The Kaseya Center. Jake Paul thought he was ready. Everyone warned him. Fellow fighters, analysts, even his own team had doubts. But Jake Paul, the YouTube star turned boxer, believed he could dance with a destroyer. For 5 rounds, Paul ran. He moved laterally, he clinched, he bought time. The referee even had to tell them, the fans ain't paying to see this crap. Paul was surviving, not fighting. But you can't run forever, not from Quadzilla.
You know, I give Jake Paul credit for stepping in there in the first place, going 6 rounds. All those people that says if this doesn't get past the first round, it's a loss for Anthony Joshua. He did what he was supposed to do, but we also give a little due credit now to Jake Paul.
Round 6, 2 minutes and change. Joshua cornered him. No more running, no more hiding. A brutal right hand landed flush on Paul's chin like a sledgehammer from the gods themselves. Jake Paul went down. He couldn't beat the count. But that wasn't the worst part. Joshua didn't just knock him out. He broke his jaw in 2 pieces. Paul had to be hospitalized immediately after the fight. At the post-fight interview, with his face swelling, Paul confirmed, "I think my jaw is broken, by the way." It's definitely broken.
In my life, I think my jaw is broken, by the way, so... Yeah. Let's go! It's definitely broke.
This wasn't just a loss. This was a statement. This was a reminder that when you step up in weight class to fight a true heavyweight monster, you pay the price. So what makes Anthony Joshua so terrifying? Let's break down his fighting style.
Okay, let's go. Oh, he had to win. It was a huge must-win fight.
People are starting to be a little bit concerned it might end even worse than the first one.
He's right back to Joshua, and Joshua in trouble, losing his area.
I got caught with a sweet left hook, and I just couldn't recover. I tried to stay in there as long as possible, and the referee pulled it off after 7 rounds.
Joshua stands 6 feet 6 inches with an 82-inch reach. His jab isn't just a rangefinder, it's a weapon. He uses it to measure distance. Then boom, the power shots come. This is his nuclear option. When Joshua throws that right hand with full commitment, it doesn't matter if you're 220 pounds or 250 pounds, you're going down. Ask Vladimir Klitschko. Ask Alexander Povetkin. Ask Dominic Breazeale. Ask Jake Paul.
Way to go. Look at those legs. Joshua's got all day to try and get this finished if he can. Can White somehow weather this storm? Get through another big right hand. Joshua looks like he's in no rush. He's playing the matador in there at the moment. Bludgeoned him with a huge right uppercut. White is down, and I'm not sure he's getting up from that.
This is over, Nick. He's not getting up. No way.
Waved off immediately.
Remember Dillian White? Round 7, December 2015. Joshua hurt him with a right hook, then finished him with an uppercut so devastating that White was unconscious before he hit the canvas. Joshua doesn't just headhunt. When he targets the body, he breaks ribs and fighting spirits. His body shots make grown men quit. Once Joshua smells blood, it's over. He doesn't give opponents time to recover. He swarms, he attacks, he finishes. But here's what makes him truly dangerous. His combination of Olympic-level boxing fundamentals with raw, savage power. He's not just strong, he's technical. He's not just powerful, he's smart. That combination, absolutely lethal. Don't just take my word for it. Listen to what the boxing world says about Anthony Joshua.
What's your reaction to this incredible knockout?
Well, I wouldn't call it an incredible knockout. I would call it a matter of time.
A matter of time, right?
A matter of time. And you got to realize, you know, Jake Paul had his hands down.
Yeah.
He was basically waiting for that knockout.
Absolutely.
And what you think about it, Doug?
Okay, let's go.
Hey, Doug, what was your reaction? What was your reaction to the fight? You want to see Jake again? Any reaction?
So if we go past five rounds, it's a wrap.
What you think? What did you think?
Garbage. I'm coming in. That was horrible.
Vladimir Klitschko, a legend who fought everyone, said after their epic battle, "Anthony has everything to be great. The power, the size, the hunger." Dillian White, who has fought the best of the best, said before their rematch, "Joshua is a dangerous fight for anyone. Even now, even with the losses, I know what he can do." Floyd Mayweather Jr. watched Joshua destroy Kubrat Pulev and said, "He is one of the best heavyweights out there. He is a hell of a fighter." But let's talk about before the Jake Paul fight. Everyone warned Paul.
Wow, I think the Jake's doing an amazing job, you know, and the big responsibility is for Joshua, not for Jake, you know, but the people need to respect Jake, you know, and imagining Jake little big and having more time to training for this fight, you know, I think Jake improved a lot. The people need to respect him. I don't say that only because I'm fight here in a company, but it's because Jake, the people need to respect Jake, you know.